All right, the project begins. I've been honestly putting this one off a little bit because of the crazy weather here in California, but I don't have time to wait anymore. So, got myself this cover, easy up kind of thing, which they said was waterproof, and it kind of isn't. But the project begins, and what is the project? It's about $1,000 worth of Toyota parts in boxes all over the place. Already spending too much money. Great. And on tools and stuff. Rebuilding my tool collection after the fire. Whew. Yeah, bank account. So what are we gonna do? Let's go over here. So basic tune-up is already done. I had an EGR valve engine light thing, which turned out to be nothing because I checked everything, put it all back together, and it's been fine ever since. So the whole front's coming out, all of this, because I'm doing a timing belt. It's early, but I'm going to be in here anyway, so I'm doing it. So timing belt, tensioners, water pump, all that stuff that's required. Power steering system's coming out. There is I'm going to rebuild the pump, or try to. If not, I'll order a new one if it doesn't work. But some new power steering lines too, just for future and current leak prevention, because this thing is leaking. So since I'm in there, I'm replacing whatever I can. The whole AC system's coming out, an all new AC system. Even the condenser is all going to be new, because it hasn't worked in years and years and years. So I'm just replacing everything. So new AC system, power steering system getting an overhaul. The radiator is pretty new, so it's very new, so that's not an issue. All new vacuum lines, all of this stuff is all getting changed, which is great. I think 90s in some ways are the pinnacle of cars, because they got it right in many cases as far as just the longevity and durability of the metallurgy of the engines and transmissions and stuff. For some makes manufacturers did a great job. And the one problem with 90s cars is not as much computers, so that so much stuff is controlled by vacuum and all these lines and everything. So when you're doing a project like this, that's a bit of a nightmare for me anyway. I don't enjoy that part. But yes, so a fair amount of this vacuum lines is going to get replaced. As far as I know, it's all original, 31 years old, and it's all fine. Honestly, it seems fine, but it's time. The whole top of the engine's coming off. I'm going to do new valve cover gaskets and the rear cam seals, because I have oil leaks down there, and that's the two usual spots. And then reseal everything and put it all back together, because everything on this truck except for the AC is working all right. The power steering is definitely wore out. It's been making noises for years and years and years. It would probably honestly go another 10 years and be fine, but we're going to do it anyway. But yeah, anything hard to reach underneath this is getting replaced too. So PCV valve and stuff is way under there, and those vacuum lines and stuff. There's some sensors under here, especially that NOx sensor. What I might do is leave it, but then I'm putting a second one oftentimes on that engine bracket, hook bracket right there, is to put a NOx sensor on that, so they're easier to change out in the future. So what I'm going to do is probably do that right now too. What else? I think I'm going to eliminate the rear seat heater. Just less stuff to have a problem with later on. So I'm just going to loop the heater hose right there and take all that stuff out. And when I do the interior, I'll rip out that heater as well. Pull off the console and take the heater out. Maybe make a deeper console too, right? So on the interior, what I plan to do, if time permitting and my materials ever come, is to new seat covers, pull out the carpets, take them to the power washer, and power wash out all the carpets. They don't have to be pristine, but just get the 30 years of gunk out of them, right? And yeah, just a good refresh on the interior. Just kind of fixing a few things up, double checking the wiring, making sure that's all good. Depending on how ambitious I am, I might go in and replace the dash lights with LEDs, but none of them are burnt out, so I don't know. It depends. I probably won't get to that, honestly. But just cleaning up my wiring with the whole interior out while I have that chance would be good. So the front seats are coming out, getting recovered, carpets cleaned, that heater deletion, and I think I got a few other things on my list too. I don't really remember right now. I don't know. Anyway, so teardown is going to begin, and I'm not sure how much of it I'm going to film, but follow YouTube, follow my Instagram for updates and stuff, and I'll probably just film pertinent parts of it and updates about it. There's just so much to do. I would just have to leave the camera recording every time I'm working, you know. So yeah, we'll see. But anyway, yeah, a big refurbishment on this thing, and it deserves it. 31 years old, 300 and something thousand miles, and in a few weeks, what I want to do is take a trip. I'm in California. I'm going to go all the way to Florida, and probably kind of around the country too in this ancient Toyota. So that'll be a road trip coming up as well. So that's the plan. All right. Anyway, there's the updates. Lots of crazy things. Stay tuned. We'll see what I share, see what I upload. Follow the Instagram, follow the YouTube, and see the progress of this thing happening. Big second gen 4Runner refurbishment. All right. Thanks, guys. See you later.